Hey guys, JetsTakeoff here. Today, I'm going to be talking about my number one head coaching candidate. This is the guy I think the Jets should go ahead and sign for many reasons, so let's just get right into it. So the guy I want as head coach of the Jets is current offensive coordinator of the Ravens, Greg Roman. Greg Roman has had a lot of experience in this league. He's been an offensive coordinator 3 times. Greg Roman has been in the league for a while now. He started off with the Panthers, and right now he's with the Baltimore Ravens, doing things with that Ravens offense that are still very impressive. Now, their offense isn't like it was last year. The passing numbers are down, but they are still unbelievably good running the football. And under Greg Roman's offense, Lamar Jackson has developed very nicely. Now, is he the best passer in the world? No. But does he need to be? He doesn't. And that's the good thing about Greg Roman, is in his system, you do not have to be the best passer. And things that Lamar Jackson can't do, there's just not that many of it involved in the Ravens offense. I mean, you don't really see the Ravens taking deep shots or deep bombs all the time. And it's for good reason, because that's not where Lamar Jackson is good. Lamar Jackson is better in the short passing game, running with the football, and executing read option plays. All of the Ravens running backs contribute to, whether you're talking about Gus Edwards, Mark Ingram, J.K. Dobbins, or even Justice Hill. I mean, all of those guys succeed under this offensive system. It's insane. They know how to run the football. They're number one in the NFL in running the football, and they were last year too. This is a run-first team, and this is something I really like, and let me touch into that. Since the Jets have the second overall pick in the draft, we're going to go quarterback. I think the pick will be Justin Fields, and this is a huge reason for why I think Greg Roman should be the guy. Now, if it's Zach Wilson, Greg Roman's offense could still work for Zach Wilson. He could build a completely new one around him, and he could thrive. But if we take Justin Fields, I think Greg Roman would be the perfect fit. Justin Fields and Lamar Jackson are 2 different quarterbacks, but Justin Fields can still execute the read option plays that Greg Roman currently has in his offensive system, and Justin Fields is more physically gifted with his arm strength and arm talents. His deep ball accuracy is very nice. He can stretch the field, which is something Lamar, quite frankly, can't really do. So this would open up a plethora of options for Greg Roman to build around if we did select Justin Fields at number 2. Another reason why I think Greg Roman would be the perfect fit is because Greg Roman is a guy who is run first. You do not see Greg Roman asking his quarterbacks to pass 50 times a game. You just don't do that. And if we're drafting a rookie quarterback, that's the last thing we want. Trust me, we do not want to be forcing our rookie quarterback to go throw 50 plus passes. Now, Justin Fields does not have that much time being under center, but I mean, in Baltimore, Lamar Jackson, you don't really see him under center that much too. They do a lot of their run plays out of the shotgun, and it still works. So even if we don't teach Justin Fields how to play under center, we can still incorporate the play action game, and it would be extremely effective. Now, the Jets need to be run first because he is a rookie quarterback. If you're asking him to pass that many times, the quarterback is most likely not going to succeed in the NFL. It's just not a good recipe for success, and given the wide receiver talent that we have currently, it's definitely not a good idea at all. I mean, we want Justin Fields to have a safety blanket. We want less pressure on him. And we do that by setting up the running game and being a run-first power team. For Greg Roman's offensive system to thrive and flourish, we need great offensive line play. But you want to know the good part about that? Is we have Mekhi Becton at left tackle, and we're most likely going to go interior offensive lineman in the draft or in free agency. I would highly expect us to sign Joe Thuney, and if we either draft a guy or we sign a guy like Thuney, the running game will be opened up much more. Now, we will need a number 1 running back, but we have some solid depth at running back with Ty Johnson and LaMichael Pirine. None of those guys are bell cow guys, and they're not supposed to be, but I expect Greg Roman to go ahead and draft a running back in the 2nd or 3rd round to be that guy. And there's options at running back. We do not need to get a Travis Etienne. We do not need to get a Najee Harris. There are other guys that we can find. Running back is a position that you can find in the later rounds, and it can work. Joe Douglas has been around Greg Roman before. This is a huge reason why I have this on here, is because it's realistic. They spent time in 05 and 06 in the Ravens organization. And this is something that I think Joe Douglas will look at, because not only has Greg Roman been around the NFL for a while, he's been an offensive coordinator under Jim Harbaugh, he's been an offensive coordinator under Rex Ryan, and he's respected in the league. he can go ahead and get a well-respected defensive coordinator to be his coordinator. We're not going to have to worry about him messing up a hire or getting the last guy on his list. This is a guy who will get his guy, and I think he does have some input on defense. I think he understands defensive football because his offensive schemes and systems have flourished in rushing. They have placed multiple times in the top 5 in rushing, and even number 1 in Buffalo in 2015. Greg Roman understands how to move the football. I mean, you can literally just go watch Brett Coleman's film breakdown of the Ravens versus the Browns. There's some beautifully designed plays. There's some 3-read option plays where there will always be one read that is open and will work. That's the brilliant thing about Greg Roman's offense, is it works. There's multiple options, and that's what we need for a quarterback. Now, can it be a lot on the quarterback's plate? In this case, we're just going to say Justin Fields? Yeah, it could be. But Justin Fields is going to be motivated. This is a guy who's not a quitter. He's not just going to put his feet up in the air and just say, nah, I don't want to do that. No, he's going to go to work. And I think it would be perfect under Greg Roman. I think it would just be excellent. And what we need is the franchise quarterback. We let Sam Darnold down. We did not give him good coaching. What the hell was Adam Gase and Dal Loggins? No quarterback will develop under them. And Todd Bowles, I mean, Jeremy Bates was okay, but I mean, still, that's not what you need. You need a guy who actually knows offensive football. A guy who has shown an ability to build around quarterbacks like Colin Kaepernick, like Lamar Jackson, like Tyrod Taylor. All 3 of those guys share similar skill sets to Justin Fields in the way that they can all run the football with their legs. This is a perfect fit, I'm telling you. This is my number 1 guy because offense has been our number 1 struggle. 31st and 32nd these past few years. And yes, Chris Johnson and Joe Douglas do want more of a CEO guy, more of a leadership guy. But I think the number 1 priority is getting the franchise quarterback. And how do you do that? You get a guy who knows football, you get a guy who can develop a quarterback, you get a guy who will put the quarterback in a position to succeed. And Greg Roman does all of those things, and the past shows that. He's well respected, he's a proven guy, and that is something we need, a proven guy. I like guys like Matt Campbell, but it's a little bit risky. I like Joe Brady, but it's a little bit risky. Greg Roman is not risky. And I am preaching to Joe Douglas and Chris Johnson. If you somehow see this video, go and hire Greg Roman. He is the guy, I'm telling you guys. But this is my number 1 head coaching candidate for the New York Jets. Greg Roman, offensive coordinator. So let me know what you guys think. This is my first video. I'll be sure to make a lot more Jets content. I'm a huge Jets fan, unfortunately. But, I mean, the offseason's here. It's the best time to be a Jets fan, as they all say. So let me know what you guys think. Subscribe if you're new. I will build a following, and I hope you guys come with me along the way. Other than that, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.